When it's time to start your business, it's time for Shopify.
These are not my songs, y'all. Y'all hear them in the background. Wipe all these tears. Come on in, I'm waiting on y'all. Come on. Happy Tuesday. For those of you who may be coming late, it's okay. Whenever I'm going through, I like to put on my gospel songs, you know, on YouTube. I want you to know one thing. We don't have to worry about nothing. No stressing, it's blessing. I'm going to say it again. No stressing, but only blessings. God is good, y'all. Hey! I know the Lord. Yes, sir. Yes, He will. Come on in. He said He would. Hey! I love this song, y'all. I'm serious. Hey! Wait a minute. I gotta get a praise break. My favorite part. Cheese. 1 minute. Yes, sir. Hey, yeah. Anyway, good evening, happy Tuesday, guys. It's just something about this song that brings peace to me. I hope it'll bring happiness to you too in your home. You know, whenever I'm going through something, and I want to say something real quick and turn it down a little bit. Hey! Hey! Y'all gotta excuse me. You know, when it comes to serving God, I'm not ashamed to serve God. And I want y'all to know one thing, that when you're chosen, you don't have to worry about nothing. God got you. He got me. So when we are chosen ones, we don't have to worry about anything. And sometimes the reason why I allow, well, when I go back and think about things, I need a reminder of what I've been through. Even sometimes when I allow others in my space, it's because I want to see something that I missed the first time. It could be something good, I don't know how bad. But if I allow you in my space, I'm quite sure some of you think the same way. If I allow you in my space, it's for a reason. Because I see something in you that someone that God saw in me. I'm not saying I'm perfect, because I'm not. But I allow others in my space to see if there's change. And I'm not perfect. Lord knows I'm not. But I want to see if there's change. I want to see the good. And not everything is all good. I know that too. But I'm glad that I can go back sometime. But I don't want to stay there now. Sometimes we can go back and stay too long. So I'll go back sometimes and allow others in my space, because I know that it's something that God wants me to do and He wants you to do. And some of you are doing that. I'm not saying you're not. When I make this video, I'm not making this video just to be seen, just to be pretty. I'm doing it because God wants me to do this. And we all know that God is what? Love. So when I do this video, it's because it's something that He wants me to say. And I have to say it. Sometimes I don't want to. Sometimes I restrain from it because I don't feel like it. But it's not about me. You know, He didn't put me here just to be seen, but He wants y'all to hear what He got to say. It's not about me, it's about God. What I'm saying is, when you're chosen, we have to do some things sometimes to get out of being comfortable. Because I'm used to being like that. I'm used to being comfortable. I never want to be in the front. I always want to be in the back. But God said, no, it's time for you to come out. What the song just say? That's confirmation. Come on in the room. That's what He wants us to do. He wants me to do that. And Jesus is our doctor. But we don't have to worry about nothing. If we got to pray and worry, then why should we pray? I'm reminded of the things that happened to me in the past. And I'm the type of person, a type of woman that I don't like to dwell on the past. Every once in a while, put it down some. I don't want to be screaming. Every once in a while, I'll go back to something in the past, because sometimes I forget. Sometimes we forget where we come from, right? So when I go back, I'm trying to remind myself of what's going on and what happened. But it's not my place to remind you of your past. You understand? We all have a past. It's good to get together and talk about it. But what I have a problem with, some people want to talk about your past, but they don't talk about their past. If I'm going to talk about you, then you need to talk about yourself too. I need to talk about myself, right? So what I'm saying is, it seems like every time when I open myself up, I say, I'm going to go on a page, I'm going to go ahead and, like view these pages and watch these people talk and stuff, right? When I do that, and then when I come back, it's like a whole page and open. It's like a whole, I see everybody talking. I can't talk. I can't stop nobody from talking. The same way you can't stop me from talking, right? But that don't mean that we have to listen. But I want you to listen to me. Now listen to where I'm coming from. I don't have a jealous bone in my body. I don't hate anyone. Matter of fact, I love everybody. You might not see me here every day, but I be praying for you. And a lot of y'all, I know y'all praying for me, and I appreciate that. I want us to be able to get along, to love each other, to appreciate each other for who we are and what we are. You understand? We all are God's children. And I'm not a preacher, but I know I'm called. God called me because He wants me to do something. And I asked Him what it is. So I need you to understand that I'm not afraid of attacks. Because when you come for me, when the enemy comes for God's chosen ones, they stumble and they fall. Because God got us. He got His arm, He got a fence around us. He built a fence around His chosen ones. So we have to be careful how we come for God's people. Because right now, we don't have to fight our battle. I don't fight my battle. God do. I don't wish no harm on anyone. If anything, I wish that I bid you guys speed, that you prosper. You know? And I like that, because I found that one time back in the days when I was younger, I would be easy to get angry, and I would fight and want to fuss and argue and, do resentful things. But as times go by, when I started realizing that everything that we do in life, it comes back to us. It comes back. Not in the physical. If not in the physical, it's in the spiritual. And everything we do in life comes back to us. We have to continue to not try to do good, so we can reap good soil, we seeds. We plant our seed in fertile soil, right? So, what I'm saying is, I'm not trying to attack anybody. And if you try to attack me, guess what? All I got to say, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. And everything that you send to me, going right back to you. So I know this. So I don't try to hate on anyone. I don't try to, send negative energy to anyone, because you know what? It can't go back on me. I know this. And I want you to know that I don't worry about anybody. I try to mind my own business. Now, if I see a video that you're doing, even if I don't like it, I'll just look at it and watch it and pray about it. I don't say anything, because it's not my place to judge anyone. God said, at the end, I'll do the separations. So I'll have to judge anybody's situation, because that's up to God. But if I watch your video, because something I want to learn from that video. I don't watch your video to try to criticize you, to critique whatever going on with you, because you know what? I got flaws too. I'm human like anybody else, whether you know it or not. The same way God can use me, He can use you, and He have. And it just sort of hurt me sometimes to see the things that people do and what they say. I can stand here all day and talk about things and tell you I love you. But if I can't show you, like my father used to say, it doesn't mean nothing. I have to show you that I love you. I'm not even talking about views and likes. I'm talking about that deep love. I'm talking about when I say I love you, I show it. Someone can tell you they love you all day, and as soon as you walk off, I can't stand that person. Is that love? Show people how you feel. Show me if you love me. Don't tell me you love me if you don't, because I can feel it. And the same way go for me. If I tell you right now I love you and I don't love you, you can feel it. So let's be careful how we treat others, how we condemn others. A lot of people don't like me because I speak the truth. And I don't like to, but I have no choice. If I don't, then God gonna get me. Like I said, I used to be the one in the back burner all the time. I would give people ideas. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I used to give people ideas, like what I think, right? At one point, I wouldn't say nothing. I would just sit there and think about it. But I used to be real shy, so I would never talk that much. They would ask me, well, Sadie, what you think about it? I would be like, but I'm thinking now, but I don't want to say anything, right? But I've learned now, it's a time to be silent. It's a time to speak. But that doesn't mean just because a person is silent that they're dumb or they're weak. It's just that God is meant for us to be in that period where we're silent. Then sometimes He wants us to speak. But that speak things to lift someone up. If I got to say something to hurt you, I got to be careful, because I'm hurting myself. If I can't lift you up, what does that say about me? I came on YouTube because out of all the platforms, I'm not trying to condemn anybody, because a lot of things I can talk about. But I don't, because I know that God is not pleased with that. He don't want me to talk about it. But I see a lot of things. I've tried to go back to certain places. But when I went back, it wasn't the same anymore. I felt this spirit of intimidations, jealousy, belittling. I tried to go back to some of these places, but I saw too much. Then when I go back, I feel uncomfortable. It's not that I'm selfish or I like to be alone, but I see that sometimes it's best for me to be alone. I spend time with my family, my immediate family. Don't get it twisted. Because I got a grandson right now I'm raising. You know, I got one son left. Thank God for him. I got a bunch of grands. And I'm a great grandmother. So that's a lot by my age. But what I'm saying is that um a lot of places that I went back on, right? I said, let me try to go back. Maybe there's some changes. See, I want to see changes. I can't go back at something that tried to break me. You understand what I'm saying? Because see, I was sort of naive one time because when I first started doing these videos, and I'm not talking about, I'm just telling y'all about me, okay? If you want to listen, I appreciate it. And if you don't, you know, you're welcome to store by. There's no problem. But what I'm saying is, I've been back to a lot of platforms that I loved, right? I poured my heart and my soul on into. Then a lot of videos I made, they were just characters. So we have to be careful about what character we chose to, because even your name. When I had my name, it was Deranged Grandma 1. My granddaughter helped me pick that name, which I thought it was cute because I said, well, if I picked Deranged Grandma 1, then I don't have to worry about nobody know who I am. But guess what? When you're chosen, you can't hide your identity. You can't hide who God made you to be. And I want to do a video because I was raised up as a Christian, you know, in the church with my mother and my father, where we were Baptists. Then later on, we turned into holiness, which I think all religion is one to me. But that's another story. So I started doing these videos, right? And it seemed like it started coming to me naturally, but I didn't realize that I was like offending a lot of people. I thought I was doing good, you know, making my videos and people laughing and stuff. So I thought I was doing good. Every day I would make videos. And you know, at that time, I think I explained earlier, I lost my oldest son. My oldest son got killed. But after I lost my son, I started doing videos. And I started doing more videos. And it seemed like the more videos I did, the better I started feeling. But not realizing that every video, you think that you're helping people. Some people are taking them things seriously. You might be laughing, thinking it's funny, right? And some people get mad and madder. And I'm like, why are they getting mad for just a video? But not realizing that sometimes the enemy sees something in you that you don't see in yourself. And that's what happened to me. So I'm doing these videos and I started getting like, you know, I think for myself pretty good. Not bragging, but I thought I was doing okay. And I was like, you know what? I'm a single parent, you know, and you know, I'm divorced or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm raising all my kids. And I'm working on my grandkids. And I said, I can do these videos and maybe get more income. So I'm doing these videos thinking like when I do these videos, I'm going to be getting paid. Which I did it because I love it too. And don't get me wrong, because I wasn't getting paid. Anything, you know, we start off from, we're not going to get paid. We have to work with consistency and work our way up to getting paid, right? So I said, well, I'll do these videos, I'm going to get paid. Not realizing that people have been watching me. See, sometimes we do things, not realizing that the enemy sitting there and getting mad at you for something that God give you. If God give you a talent, right, and you using your talent, is it my place to get mad at you because God gave it to you? No, I need to fall down on my knees and pray to God, say, Lord, okay, you give Sam that talent. What you gave me? He gave us plenty of gifts, but we have to ask him what is our gift. So when I found out what my gift was, I was like, oh, I'm getting pretty good at this. Now, sometimes I would be tired. I'd be wear out. You know, I go to work, I go to school, I go to church. I come back, I said, I'm going to go do a video. Then I'm excited. Sometimes I take my personal money and buy stuff. Buy hair, clothes. It wasn't the best clothes, but what I could afford, right? I buy what I need to make these videos. I put my quality time. Then I sit there and I pray about, Lord, what do you want me to do next? Then I go do it the next time. And sometimes I get so much, God give me so much energy, I make like 3 and 4 videos. Let me stop, because sometimes you can do too much. And they started saying, you're doing too much. Then I look back, I said, you know what, they're right. So I slow it down with the videos. But I was doing good, but not knowing that the enemy been watching me because they want to steal my ideas. Right? Which I really didn't care. Because when God gives you gifts, they can steal all the ideas they can, but they can't steal yours. I have some people on there that I mark some of them. I'm going to keep it real. I like what they did. I said, I like what you do. Do you mind if I go ahead and maybe do another version of the video? They were like, yeah, sure. So I took some of their ideas and made it my own. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem is, on some of these apps, I started going back on the app. And then, I don't want to call it the app name because I'm not going to do that. But I got to stay with the algorithm. So what I did, I went back on these videos and I did more and more and more and more. And it was building up. I was like, oh my God, I'm getting ready to get paid, right? I'm getting ready to get paid. So I was happy, excited, doing more videos, which I could have done more than that. Thank God I didn't. But I did. I know more, maybe 3,000 videos. I'm talking about just doing them back to back. But God gave me that. God gave me that. I didn't get it on my own. I did these videos because I love doing it. And I said, maybe, I know once I do this, I sow my seed. I thought I was sowing my seed on fertile ground. You understand what I'm saying? But it wasn't. Because the people that I believed in let me down. So at that time, I lost my son. Then about a couple of years later, I lost my father. I lost my father. When I did that, I don't know, it seemed like I just got tired of doing comedy videos. Now, nobody can make videos every day laughing now. Sometimes we have to keep it real for who we are. Sometimes I did videos with my natural hair. I cut my hair short. Sometimes I do videos with no nails. It doesn't matter to me if I don't have any nails. I can go buy some. I don't care about buying nails all the time. I'm tired of buying nails. I just like to be me. So okay, I'm going to go back to the videos. So I started making the videos. So my father died, right? I don't know my voice. My father died. So it was a sad occasion. We went to his funeral. So I said, you know what? I got tired. I got depressed. I said, I need to focus on, my family right now, my mother. I still have a living mother. She's real old. But y'all, God showed my mama favor. My mama outlived a lot of people. A lot of the old people from where I live at, they're gone. And my mama is the only one, maybe 5 or 6 more people that I know of, that's in my town that's died. So God showed my mama favor. So I said, what I didn't take my whole page off of the app. I just deleted it. Deleted the app for right then. And that's when I go back, I'll log in. I did it some more than one app, y'all. I did it about 3. Went back on the app. Later on, I said, okay, I think I'm ready now. I'm healed enough to go back and make my videos so I can go ahead and get my accounts up and, my viewers up, and so I can start getting paid, right? I go back on the app. They didn't lock me out. They banned me. I said, what did I do wrong? So I went back on there and put in my password and put in my email and my Gmail and everything. And everything I put in was not right. They said they give me numbers from maybe 5 or 6 or 7 years ago. I said, why y'all giving me these numbers? I don't use these numbers no more. I'm trying to get back on my right page. Then they kept, I'm so sorry, ma'am. I'm so sorry. That's okay. So I said, well, let me get some of these, young kids like my grandkids. And, the young kids are more faster with the internet and stuff, right? The computer. So I got my kids. I said, y'all come on, my grandchildren. So they went on the internet. I know they good on the computer. Went back on the thing. They locked me out. Everything we tried would not work. I said, oh my God. Now all this work I done done. Let me show you something now. That's why we can't. All these videos I made. Now y'all want me to start over. I'm 62 years old. Starting what? I admit I got a little upset. So I started texting the people. Y'all please let me back in. They want me to beg. I said, let me back in. I said, I want to go back on my right page. They act like it was so hard to put me back on my right page. Every time I go, they make a new page. See, you ain't got to tell me you don't want me on there. You want me, but then you just stole my ideas. You didn't copy me. The videos, some of the videos, not all of them. You copy a lot of my videos. Then you turn me around and make AIs out of them. I see them. They didn't want me to go back on there and make more videos. Are y'all crazy? What that song say? May the work I've done speak for me. You see, I'm trying to work for you. But then you trying to block me because you feel like, okay, I didn't got enough of you. I didn't got enough of you. I don't need you no more. I didn't got your ideas. They didn't got everything in the computer. So I went up for that app. I said, oh well. No, I went back on the app anyway. Tried to own myself. I'm gonna go back on the Sadie was. I'm gonna give you a clue. Sadie was Redemptions is the one that I had the most viewers on. They didn't want me back on that page. Then I look around. They got AIs copying me. I'm like, wow, really? What could I do? So I just got upset. I said, well, Lord, let me start over. I said, you know what? Then every time I started to go back on it, right? Every time I try to go back on the app, that put me on terrorists. Listen, why y'all put me on these terrorists? Reading, I don't want to see people reading my future. I came out here sometime. I need a break to get away. I come over here and enjoy myself. Like I forgive y'all for what y'all done, but show me some compassion or something, respect. I go in there, I got all kind of nasty stuff and nasty videos and slack videos, and I mean it's like y'all doing this to run me away. Y'all ain't got to tell me. So I'm like, okay. Every time I go back on again, the same thing. They got people telling me about your future. Okay, it's okay. I really don't. I'm not into that right now. I just want to go on the page and look at something, and a good maybe a comedy, or something to make me laugh, make me feel good. But y'all got people's on there throwing hand at me. I'm tired. So I said, you know what? I got enough. Since y'all cannot get me back on my right page, then I just get off. So I went to another app that I thought that really loved me. They did the same thing. They put me on another page. They would not put me back on my right page. I said, wow, is this a conspiracy? But I smiled. I went on the other page and I smiled. But little they know, I was not the only one watching. God was. When you do somebody wrong, you intentionally do somebody wrong because you don't like them, or you don't like, maybe I don't know what it is. Is it jealousy? It could not be jealousy because it's just the devil. Why are you going to treat somebody that's not doing anything to you? I went back when they would not let me get back on my page. I got my nephew, which he been good at too. They put me on another page too. Then when I started going on that page, I started seeing weird stuff. A bunch of illusions. You. At one point, I couldn't recognize them, but God didn't give me that instinct. I can recognize illusions. Everybody talking about the same thing. Wait a minute, not again. It got so sick and disgusting. I just got off. I think I got enough of this crap. I didn't come over here to be targeted or picked at or bullied. Because we do have a lot of bullies that's over platforms. And it's sad that the people that we pour our heart and soul into, that's supposed to protect us, they're not. They're letting it happen. If I employ you, even if you're not employed, but you in my group, you're in my workspace, I'm gonna say I gotta protect you. Protect. They're allowing all these stuff to happen. The same thing with another app happening on this app. So what a coincidence. Everybody doing the same thing. I'm turning around. Everybody talking about me. There's something wrong. I cannot be a part of a corrupt system. Now, I'll be with you if I see that you fair. And ain't nobody perfect, but I can't be a part of a system that has something against me. And it's just like right now, if I go to your house, right, and you got pit bulls, right, and you got about 2 or 3 of them, and you see me coming, and you can let the dogs loose. And then then after a while, you try to hold them back, but you turn the dogs loose on me. I said, oh no, it's time for me to go. Y'all, please don't take my views away. I want everybody to see this right here. This is very important. So that's what I'm saying about platforms. So I went back to one more. Let me see, one more besides YouTube. I went back to them. Finally, the same thing. It's like I was targeted. I'm like, wow. The Lord, I said, Lord, what did I do wrong? What is it that I do that make them hate me for trying to be me? Just because I want to be me. People talk every day. They say they give you their advice, they give you their opinion, and then nothing happens to them. But every time I open my mouth, they want to hush. They want to silence me. For what? I don't hurt anyone. I'm just a truth speaker. I just tell you how I feel. I might look innocent, which I am, but I'm talking about not gullible or vulnerable. You understand what I'm saying? I went back to other platform, the same thing. They got all kind of illusions and witches and stuff, and they're allowing these people on here. Okay, Like I said earlier, if I got a job and I see you working for me and somebody attacking you, it's my job to protect you. Not let you sit there and get beat up. Right? No protection. But God said, don't worry about it. God said, I got you. I'm going to protect you. Because I'm going to take you off of this mess. Of all these platforms that sit here and let other people are demonic spirits attack you and don't try to help you. God said, I got your back. Get off these platforms. You don't have to be on there. You ain't getting paid anyway. Why are you on there taking all that junk? And I prayed about it. I said, God, you know what? You're right. Why am I on here? It's not that serious. I said, Lord, I need peace. When I get where I can't sleep, I can't hardly eat. Get attacks every day. It's time for me to get off this platform. So I went on YouTube. I said, well, one more. Something said, no, go to YouTube. I said, I don't know, maybe they might do the same thing. For a while I went to YouTube, I couldn't how to get back on my page. Then one day I came back, they had me on my right page. I was like, thank you. Then I said, well, Lord, is this where you want me to be? So that's how I ended up on YouTube. Let me tell you something. There's so much deceitful things going on now. Yes. In the 3Ds and the 5Ds. But I'm glad that God gave me discernment to know the difference when I'm welcome and when I'm being sabotaged or when I'm being monitored, when I'm being bullied. Because he don't want his people to be bullied. And I will not be bullied. I respect myself and I respect you. If you think you're going to bully me, I'd rather walk away. Because I know God got me. And remember one thing, I don't threaten anyone because that's God ain't meant for me to do that. Just know that I'm covered by the blood of Jesus. Stop attacking God's people. Because God is not pleased with that. And I know better. I'm not going to even attack you on YouTube. Even behind the scenes, I wouldn't do it. I'm getting ready to go because I can't talk. But if you like this video, I hope it came across your page. I hope YouTube is showing it to you. Like my video, subscribe to my channel. Sadie Woods. Sadie the Spiritual Warrior. Like I said, I tried to run and run and run. But God says it's time to stand up. He took me in a place by myself. Because that was the only way my hard head was going to get it. As long as I'm around the circle, hanging with the crowd, drinking, partying, fornicating, I can't get nothing. I can't receive nothing because I'm double-minded. I can't see. I'm blind. But when he took me among myself, then my eyes started opening and see things. So that's why I cannot go back to things that I left. Because God took the veil off of my eyes and let me see. If I go back, I might be like that lady, Martha, that turned into a pillar of salt. When you are called, you can't go back. I know some of y'all, or maybe somebody that's going through the same thing. For those of you that remind others of their past every day, every minute, every second of the hour. It's good to talk about things in the past. I do that sometimes. Like I told my sister, she's dead now, my older sister, she got hit by a hit and run drive. She got killed. And she had demonic spirits attacking her, and I always used to pray for her. And she would come back and tell me these things. I don't know what's going on. I said, did you pray today? Yeah, I did. So I helped her write scriptures and stuff, right? We studied together. And she would always go back to the past. And I remember when I was a child, I should have dropped y'all side your head. I said, no, don't say that. Because what we speak into the atmosphere can come to life. We're now living in this time now. Whatever we think, our thoughts manifest. Our mouth manifests. So whatever we say, whatever we breathe, it will come to light. And I always tell her, stop saying these things. Stop going back so much. She would always go back to her past when she been a child. I remember when I was a child. I said, do that. I always try to talk to her, my sister. My older sister now, I said, Barbara Jane, please, hey, Barbara. I said, please don't go back in the past. Let's try to stay right here. What I'm saying is, sometimes we can go back in the past. Anybody know that just right now, if I see you being in a bad relationship, right, and you had a husband or a wife that had been abusive, right? And I know this, I think I know, then I could not know. Maybe I'm going by what somebody else say. And then every time you see me, I'm saying something about your past. And I'm starting wondering, are you my friend or are you my enemy? I don't even think about my past like that. I don't. The past is the past. Things happen to everybody in life. We all have past. Now we're in the present and we have to move on to the 5 days to the future. Okay? We can't keep reminding people where you think they've been to. Focus on your healing. Since you want to go back, I'm talking about the ones that always focus on other people. I'm not talking to everybody, okay? This is not for everybody. Remember that. I'm talking about the ones that has a monitoring spirit. That always worrying about somebody else's business. Instead of worrying about your business. What's going on in your household? What's going on with your husband? What's going on with your children? What's going on in your life? You worrying about somebody else's. It's okay to talk about it. When you hear somebody, I hear somebody talk about me every 5 seconds, a minute, something wrong with you. You got a problem. Is it with me? Well, deal with it. Because I'm not going nowhere. I'm right here to stay. As long as God said for me to stay, I'll stay. Then when he tell me to leave, then I'll leave. But I got to do what the Lord tell me to do, the same way he tell you to do things. I'm not sitting here criticizing you. Well, I don't mind you talking because you can talk. It doesn't matter. What I'm saying, sometimes we need to focus on our own situation. What's for me is for me, and what's for you is for you. Anyway, have a blessed day. I love you guys. And stay blessed.